14 major signs she likes you. Women often drop subtle hints when they're interested in someone, hoping it will ignite a connection. Unfortunately, many men struggle to pick up on these signals, missing the signs of her interest. In this video, we'll reveal 14 major signs she likes you, so you don't miss out on what could be a great connection. Initiates conversations. Studies show that women often take the initiative in maintaining communication when they are interested in someone. This isn't always through grand gestures or direct statements, but rather through subtle, consistent efforts to engage you in conversation. Whether it's a casual text to check in or a more in-depth discussion about something personal, her willingness to start these interactions is a strong indicator of her attraction. Psychologists note that by initiating conversations, she's testing your responsiveness and gauging your interest in return. It's not just about what's being said, but the fact that she's actively choosing to connect with you. So, when she frequently reaches out, it's not just a friendly gesture, it's a clear sign that she's interested and wants to keep you in her life. Open, inviting body language. Think about the times you've noticed her leaning in closer when you talk or uncrossing her arms to face you directly. It might seem like nothing, but these are classic attraction signals men often miss. When a woman adopts an open body posture, like positioning her body towards you, keeping her arms relaxed, or even slightly leaning forward, it's not just about being comfortable. Psychologists suggest she's subconsciously inviting you into her personal space, signaling that she's interested. If you're quick to catch it, you'll notice that she's opening up, both literally and figuratively. The next time she sits across from you, her body facing yours, remember? It's her way of saying she's open to more than just conversation. Don't miss the chance to engage, because this is one of those subtle yet powerful signs that she's attracted to you. Laughs at your jokes. We've all been there, telling a joke that's not exactly comedic gold, yet she bursts into laughter. You might think she's just being polite, but it's one of those attraction signs men tend to overlook. When a woman laughs at your jokes, especially the not-so-funny ones, she's doing more than just enjoying your humor. Psychologists say laughter in these moments is her way of showing that she's drawn to you, using humor as a bridge to create a deeper connection. Her laughter is a cue for you to understand that she's trying to make the interaction enjoyable and memorable. So, the next time she giggles at your cheesy one-liners, don't brush it off. It's her subtle way of letting you know that you've got her attention, and maybe her heart too. Casually touches you. Remember those fleeting moments when she brushes against your arm or playfully taps your shoulder? It might seem accidental, but don't be fooled. These are signs of attraction that men often miss. When a woman casually touches you, whether it's a light graze on your hand or a playful nudge, it's her way of creating a physical connection. Psychologists explain that these touches are not random. They're deliberate actions to test the waters of your mutual interest. If she's finding excuses to make contact, even in the subtlest of ways, she's signaling that she's comfortable with you and wants to take things further. So don't let those small touches go unnoticed. They're her way of reaching out, quite literally, to show she's interested. Remembers details about you. We all know the feeling when someone unexpectedly recalls something we said weeks ago. It's flattering and a bit surprising, but when a woman does this, it's not just a fluke, it's an attraction sign men often overlook. She remembers your favorite movie, the little story about your childhood, or even the brand of coffee you prefer. Psychologists suggest that when a woman recalls these details, she's subconsciously showing her interest in you, making mental notes because you're important to her. It's like a subtle way of saying, "You matter to me." If she brings up these small details in conversation, it's not just about good memory. She's giving you a clear sign that she's into you. So the next time she mentions something you barely remember saying, don't just brush it off. Your words are sticking with her for a reason, and that reason might be that she's attracted to you. Mirrors your actions. You might not notice it at first, but have you ever caught her mimicking your movements? It could be something as subtle as taking a sip of her drink right after you do, or matching your posture during a conversation. This mirroring behavior isn't just coincidence. It's one of those attraction signs men often overlook. Psychologists suggest that when a woman mirrors your actions, she's subconsciously trying to build rapport and establish a deeper connection. It's her way of showing that she's in sync with you, both mentally and emotionally. So, the next time you see her subtly copying your movements, recognize it for what it is, a clear indication that she's attracted to you and wants to create a bond. Engages with your social media. Have you noticed her liking your posts, commenting on your photos, or even watching every story you share? It might seem like just friendly interaction, but don't be too quick to dismiss it. When a woman consistently engages with your social media, it's a modern-day sign of attraction that often goes unnoticed. Psychologists say that this kind of digital attention is her way of staying connected and showing interest in your life. She's keeping herself visible to you, hoping you'll reciprocate the attention. So, when you see her name pop up frequently on your notifications, remember, it's not just about the content, it's about her making sure you notice her. Seeks alone time with you. There's something special about those moments when it's just the two of you, away from the crowd. If she's consistently finding ways to spend time alone with you, it's more than just a coincidence. It's one of those attraction signs that's easy to miss. Psychologists believe that when a woman seeks alone time with a man, she's creating an opportunity for deeper connection and intimacy. She's not just looking for company, she's looking for your company specifically. So if she's inviting you out for coffee or finding excuses to be alone with you, take note. It's her way of showing she values your time together and wants to explore something more. Compliments. Compliments are nice, but when she's frequently dishing them out, it's a sign that might be flying under your radar. Whether she's praising your style, your sense of humor, or something unique about you, it's not just casual flattery. Psychologists suggest that when a woman compliments you often, she's expressing her admiration and attraction. It's her way of making you feel special and noticed, hoping to deepen the bond between you. So, the next time she compliments your new shirt or the way you handled a situation, don't just brush it off. She's signaling that she's paying attention and that she likes what she sees. Her friends tease her about you. You're hanging out, and you notice her friends making little jokes or comments about the two of you. It might seem playful, but it's actually one of those signs of attraction that many guys miss. When her friends tease her about you, they're usually in on the secret. She's into you, and they know it. Psychologists point out that this teasing is often a way to break the ice and test the waters of your mutual attraction. It's like they're giving her a little nudge, encouraging her to move things forward. So, if you catch her friends giving her a hard time whenever you're around, don't just laugh it off. They're probably signaling that she's interested in you, and they want to see what you'll do about it. Ask personal questions. You're chatting, and suddenly she's asking you questions that go beyond the usual small talk. She's curious about your childhood, your dreams, or even your thoughts on relationships. It might seem like she's just getting to know you better, but don't overlook the significance. When a woman asks personal questions, she's not just making conversation, she's trying to connect with you on a deeper level. Psychologists suggest that this curiosity is a sign of attraction, as she's interested in who you are beneath the surface. So, when she starts digging into your past or your feelings, remember, it's not just casual curiosity. It's her way of showing she's invested in you and wants to learn more. Acts shy or nervous around you. Have you ever noticed her getting a bit flustered when you're around? Maybe she stumbles over her words or seems more reserved than usual. While it might just look like she's shy, it's actually one of those attraction signs that's easy to miss. Psychologists explain that when a woman is attracted to someone, she might become more self-conscious or nervous in their presence. It's not that she's uncomfortable, quite the opposite actually. Her nervousness is a sign that she cares about how she's perceived by you, which is why she's more cautious with her words and actions. So, if she's acting a bit shy or anxious around you, don't misinterpret it as disinterest. It's often a clear indication that she's into you and is just worried about making the right impression. Goes out of her way to help. You've got a problem, and she's the first one to offer assistance, sometimes even before you ask. Whether it's helping you with a project, giving you advice, or just being there when you need support, her actions are more than just friendly gestures. Psychologists note that when a woman goes out of her way to help you, it's a sign she's emotionally invested. She's not just being nice, she's showing that she cares about your well-being and wants to be a part of your life. So, the next time she's bending over backward to lend a hand, recognize it for what it is, a clear sign that she's attracted to you and wants to be there for you in more ways than one. Hints about your relationship status. She's casually dropping questions like, "Are you seeing anyone?" or making comments about how you'd make a great partner. These hints might seem subtle, but they're actually one of the most telling signs of attraction. When a woman brings up your relationship status, she's not just making conversation. She's gauging whether you're available and potentially interested in her. Psychologists suggest that these hints are her way of testing the waters, seeing if there's a possibility for something more between you two. So, when she starts asking about your dating life or speculating on your romantic future, don't take it lightly. It's her way of signaling that she's interested in you and wants to know if you might feel the same. For more contents like this, click here to subscribe.